Hello and welcome to pmblounge.com. In this video today, we are discussing who really are project managers. Who are these people? Who are these folks dressed in suits, carrying surfer boards, and standing by the beach talking on the phone? Who exactly are these people, right? So let's take a look into this. Uh, you might know a lot of project managers yourself. You might be a project manager yourself, but then who really project managers are? What makes a project manager could be another name for this video, but I call it who are project managers because that is what pmi.org calls it. And I'll share the direct link to this page from the pmi.org website. So, who are project managers? They are organized, passionate, and goal oriented who understand what projects have in common and their strategic role in how organizations succeed, learn, and change. You need to take down these words. They are organized, they are passionate, and they are goal oriented. Now, that's these three words are actually the key. Being a project manager, you have to be an organized person in your life, right? You need to be passionate about project management. I see so many people who do not like their jobs, who could be project managers, but they don't like project management. They're not passionate about project management, and that's totally fine. Not everyone in the world will be passionate about project management, right? And that makes them a little less of a project manager. They it makes them it kind of holds them back from going all in into project management because they're not passionate about this. And it holds true for any job for that matter. It holds true for anything that you do in your life. If you're not passionate about it, you cannot give your 100% to it, right? But then organized, you have to be organized. You have to be a goal oriented person in your personal life to be able to be known as a successful project manager. If you're not organized, if you're not passionate about project management, if you're not goal oriented, you could still be a project manager, but you might not be as good a project manager as someone who is organized and goal oriented in their personal lives and someone who's actually passionate about project management. So, project managers, this is the PMI definition. This is who they are, right? Project managers are change agents. They make things happen. They are the agents of change. They make project goals their own and use their skills and expertise to inspire a sense of shared purpose within the project team. So you have to motivate the project team at all times, right? They enjoy the organized adrenaline of new challenges and the responsibility of driving business results. You have to be a responsible person as well here, right? You need to note down all these keywords that pop in this entire page, right? Because if you are someone who is looking into developing a career in project management, it is extremely important for you to resonate with these keywords. It is extremely important for you to be able to recognize these keywords and to be able to associate yourself with these keywords, that these keywords are something that define you as a person as well, right? Project managers work well under pressure. You need to work well under pressure and are comfortable with change and complexity in dynamic environments. A project is definitely a dynamic environment, right? It's there are a lot of moving parts when we talk about a project. So a project is a dynamic environment, and a project manager is someone who is comfortable with change and the complexity of the dynamic environment. The changes and the complexity that a dynamic environment brings to the table, a project manager has to be comfortable with it, right? So again, if you're someone like this, if you're someone who's comfortable with change, if you're someone who's okay and does good in complexity of dynamic environments in your personal life, you are definitely going to do good in the field of project management. They can shift readily between the big picture and the small but crucial details, knowing when to concentrate on each. So you need to look at the big picture, you need to look at the end goal, you need to look at the product of the project, you need to understand why you're doing a project. But at the same time, you also need to make sure that documentation is being taken care of, right? You also need to make sure that minutes of the meeting are being sent. You also need to follow up on the small action items of a project, of a code review being done or not, right? So these are the kind of things that a project manager is expected to know and understand, to be able to see the big picture, but at the same time to be able to understand the minute details and to be able to understand the importance of the action items, right? Project managers cultivate the people skills needed to develop trust and communication among all of us project's stakeholders, its sponsors, those who will make use of project's results, those who command the resources needed, and the project team members. So project managers need to have people skills. If in your personal life, if you have people skills, if you connect with people, if you have an intrinsic leadership quality, right? That's what is needed in the project management domain. You are required to develop trust and communication. You need to do that. It is the duty of the project manager. It is the job of project manager to be able to develop trust and make sure that communication is taking place between all the stakeholders, be it the sponsors, people who pay for the project, be it those who are going to make use of the project's results. So project results could be a service, could be a product, could be any enhancement to existing product or service, right? Those who command the resources needed, so people who need resources, those who command the project resources, right? Those who are actually in charge of project resources, and finally the project team members. So project manager is the glue, right? That makes sure that all these people stay in loop, all these people stay together and work towards the success of the project. They have a broad and flexible toolkit of techniques, resolving complex interdependent activities into tasks and subtasks that are documented, monitored, and controlled. They adapt their approach to the context and constraints of each project, knowing that no one size can fit all the variety of projects. You cannot deliver project after project after project with the same strategy, with the same kind of work that you have done in your previous project. It might have done great, it might have done wonders, but it might not be enough for your next project, right? It could even be more than enough for your next project. So it depends. One size never fits all. Project manager needs to, a project manager is expected to be flexible enough to understand that. And they are always improving on their own and their team skills through lessons learned, reviews at project completion. Lessons learned, one of those key concepts when you're studying for your PMP exam, lessons learned, and it's mentioned here as well. See the importance of lessons learned, right? So it's very important that you do your lessons learned, you kind of review it with the entire team and make sure the same mistakes are not being repeated again and again in the future projects. Project managers are found in every kind of organization. That's true. As employees, as managers, as contractors, and independent consultants as well in certain cases. With experience, they may become program managers, right? Responsible for multiple related projects, or portfolio managers responsible for selection, prioritization, and alignment of projects and programs with an organization strategy. So, of course, the next level is program manager position for a project manager, right? So someone with experience might become a program manager, and with enough experience, they might become portfolio manager. So when we talk about the career ladder, that's what you have right there. Project manager with enough experience and expertise and displaying all the qualities that we just talked about above, you can turn into a program manager. By the way, PMI has a certification for that as well. They call it the PGMP. And you might even become portfolio manager in the future, which PMI also has a certification for, and they call it the PFMP. And they are in increasing demand worldwide. That's true. We have covered so many reports, and The latest one being the jobs report. So, in the next decade, you can expect a lot of jobs in the project management domain, right? So, the demand is definitely increasing. The jobs are definitely increasing. For decades, as the pace of economic and technological change has quickened, organizations have been directing more and more of their energy into projects rather than routine operations. So, organizations are shifting from operations, the day-to-day operations, to more project management approach, right? To more projects approach. Today, senior executives and HR managers recognize project management as a strategic competence that is indispensable to business success. So, it project management, the knowledge of project management is strategic competence. It is of strategic competence, right? And this is what senior executives and HR managers recognize it as. They know that skilled and credentialed practitioners are among their most valuable resources. So these are the top level folks. These are, people with the highest um, powers in the organization, right? Senior executives and the top level HR managers, right? And they understand that skilled and traditional practitioners are among their most valuable resources. So you have to be skilled in project management. You have to have certain credentials of project management, which of course is PMP, the gold standard. Does this describe you interested in a career in project management? So, if all the above qualities that we spoke of, right, if that is something that you resonate with, you are a great fit for project management career. And if you want to see what PMI can offer you, you can go on this link. I'll quickly open it up. But yeah, the first thing is to you can get yourself the PMP certification. So I'll share the link to this page as well. PMI has got certifications, the PMP, the project management professional that we talked about, the global standards, the resources that they have, the chapters and community, training and education and whatnot, thought leadership, a lot of resources for thought leadership. Pulse of the profession, we've covered Pulse of the profession report over here at PMP Lounge as well. And there is academic research that keeps going on. It's an extensive research program of BMI. So this is what project managers are. This is what you need to become a project manager. These are definitely the qualities that you need in addition to the suit and the surfboard and the mobile phone and the beach that you see in this picture. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned what project managers are, and I hope you are as passionate about project management as I am, as hundreds of other folks on this YouTube channel are. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and check us out on our social media, facebook.com/PMP Lounge and twitter.com/PMP Lounge. And as always, do check out the website pmplounge.com, your number one free resource for PMP certification and project management industry information. Thank you.